Alright, so the negativity about social media though, it's like how like the features, every telling us like, go add this person, we don't want to add a person, just pop up. And like, I'll say the hackers, the scammers, and all the negativity vibes that we don't want. And the positive vibes is like, the good community, how we stand on one another and fight through each other like fears and like regrets and stuff like that. That's what I say.
So, I 100% agree with that. I will say when it comes to social media, the negative side of it is the fact that there's so much toxicity. Like, it's hard to just not compare yourself to other people. Like, some girls, for example, they may think they may not be as pretty compared to other girls, whereas some guys, they may not think they're as good looking as other guys. I will say the positivity of it is it makes it easier to keep up to date with everyone, because me personally, without social media like Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, I wouldn't have any contact with some people. That's just me being honest. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Okay, on a positive note, I believe that social media in general, it is a good way for some people to platform, because for some people that are into the business aspect of it, not even so much of wanting to make money, like some people look, they're very money oriented, but for other people, it can be a good way of networking, and networking is a thing that a lot of people don't really have access to or had access to, so that social media now allows them to reach, to meet out to different people through other basic types of platforms, not even just to make money, but to give out content or just to sell their art, their idea, or their message to the world in a way that they couldn't before. Because a lot of people, they're very, I don't want to say socially inadequate, but they're just not as sociable to people in real life. So if they're able to open up and be more extroverted instead of introverted, they can do that through social media. So that's always a positive thing. And getting to be able to find long lost relatives and friends that you haven't known or seen in a long time, that's always a positive thing. However, on a negative aspect, I've witnessed that in my years of me being as old as I am, is that it sometimes allows people to it gives them that easy access to past toxicity, and a number of people have done it. And it sometimes when you're able to have so much free use to be able to find someone that you know shouldn't be in your life, it's just hard to do that, because it's always like that hidden temptation of, well, I know they're there even though they shouldn't be, but it's just that little sliver outlet to where it allows you to bring negativity back in your life. That's the only thing I really don't like about social media. That, and like you mentioned before, it creates this inner insecurity that people have about themselves. And the main problem is that too many people make too many comparisons to others, when really they just need to know that the person they see in the mirror is as beautiful as just the way they are, the way God made them. So yes, it's all about being able to just be more positive towards yourself. And you really don't need opinions from people on social media, and you really don't need to please anybody but yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the positive side I like about social media is I have family who live overseas, and that's the only way I connect with them. My whole family living overseas and stuff. And also the negative side is when you see other people get married, you feel like you want to get married too. Even when you're in a toxic relationship, you want to rush to get married because you feel like your biological clock is ticking. You see everybody's getting married. I see people around my age in the same school, they all getting married. So you want to make somehow want to get married. Because in my culture, the only way to be to not be virgin anymore is to get married. You can have sex before marriage. So that kind of makes you want to rush into getting married. Yeah.
This is America.
Yeah, you say the facts.
There's actually, I seen a video about it. There's actually people on Spotify that found AI musicians on Spotify.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are assuming like my music is AI, it's mind-boggling. That's what it's gotten to. You don't even know like what music is real and what music's not anymore.
Yeah, it is a struggle, because now it's like, back then you know what music is made by people, but it's like since AI is taking over, you don't know which
one is
who's
real?
real?
Yeah.
What and that's true because me myself being a musician as a guitar player and a piano player, if it's one thing to have what people we used to say, like especially in the rap industry, what do they call them? Ghost writers, where you had other people help you. So it's one thing to have a co-writer or someone else to help your music or whatnot. But when you're really just allowing someone to write everything for you, it really stifles your natural creativity. Now, as a poet, as a lyricist, as a musician, like I said, to each their own. You know, I'm not gonna judge, but when you write it from your heart and it comes out of your own mind through paper, that's like your own influences that you get through your own self spiritually and mentally. And AI really stifles a lot of that creativity because it's not entirely yours.
And this fool said, grab my popcorn.
So I feel like if you're gonna be an artist of some sort, that shit's gotta come from the soul. If it doesn't come from the soul, the heart, why do it? Why go through AI, whatever? Do you, but I've never done it. I write music. I've been doing it since I was 15, but I will never use that type of content, artificial content, in order to allow me to help inspire me to write because I can do that on my own, through my own life experiences.
Yeah.
But to each their own.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I just find it mind-boggling how like some real artists are like actually out there like wanting to push their stuff, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, your song's too good. It's got to be AI."
Because this is the world we live in.
It is.
Everything's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is even real anymore? Are we even real?
Yeah.
Right. Simulation.
That's a scary thought.
It is.
You know, be a good thought though. AI artificial food.
I don't know about all that. Can't believe 2025 is almost over.
Yes. My goodness.
So with me, I will say things I'm looking forward to in 2026 are some really good movies like Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I forget which of the Avengers movies is coming out next year. It's either Doomsday or Secret Wars.
I don't want the government to shut down. That's another thing.
Yeah.
We don't need that, and we need more like peaceful, like for like next year, cause this year ain't it. Everything was falling off. You hear about more fights going on, more chaos, and I just ain't fucking with it.
I'm looking for that to be lifted for people who have family in Africa and go visit. And also, I kinda like how we hang out and stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
So for next year, obviously, I'm looking for the games are coming out, which my personal favorite, Resident Evil. Like, that's coming out in February, and I am so excited to play it. And they just confirmed another character that I love to play is finna be in that game series, and I cannot wait to play it. And also, like he said, like movies, like a favorite YouTuber of mine is finally got his props to make his own movie now. So I can't wait to see that. And obviously, like can't wait to join more adventures with you guys.
Yes.
Because like much of a Comic-Con fan I am, I'm hoping that everyone will join.
Yes.
For sure. Team effort, we should all just throw in on the next, whatever next Comic-Con comes, we should all just throw up a chunk of money so we can all swag out.
So we can all go together.
Sometime
in May.
Yeah, sometime.
Hey, May's my birthday, so homeboy turned 41, so we could just make this a big birthday shindig thing.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And I think that we should all dress up.
Hey, Stux.
Yeah. What up? What is Jason? What are you excited for?
Excited for it? Sure. I don't think anybody want to know because, you know, some people at age 26 need to stop wearing diapers. And that's about it.
That's it?
Yep, that's really it.
Are you?
Better job.
I mean, dead serious. Do you actually have anything in 2020?
Better job. That's about it.
For me, it's new beginnings. I cannot wait to see what the year brings with all of you guys. Like, I'm excited to get out and adventure more.
Yay.
I can't wait to see my nieces and nephews grow up. Like, new games are coming out. I cannot wait for GTA 6 to come out. That is
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
game of all time.
Game is gonna be fire.
Literally.
For 2026, I'm excited for the movies. There is a bunch of Marvel games that are going to be coming out in the next 2 years. I'm really excited for that. I hope that are really awesome. And then I really am excited to go on more trips, keep going, adventuring through school, and just keep pushing on until I get my degree.
I'm gonna say it to y'all like this. If you're an adult, male or female, gender fluid, whatever the hell you choose to be, who you are, who you think that you are, if you as a human being don't bathe enough or even put on deodorant, that's just gotta go. I mean, hygiene is important to your health, not even just to the people around you smell, but as your health. If you wake up in the morning not wanting to groom yourself in any way, sense, or form as a grown-ass man or woman, you gotta seek help, because
Yes.
it's like that old saying goes: cleanliness is next to godliness.
You'll be surprised how many people don't.
And stop telling people they're musty all the damn time, too. That's fucking cringe. Musty ass.
When I
I
say
hate
movie
Wicked.
remakes, like Disney remakes, they've made a lot of movies in live action, and not all of them have been that great. So, Big Jess, you start off.
I hate Wicked. And it's also a musical, but I like the musical itself better than the freaking movie.
However, I will say this: I did dig like the live action Beauty and the Beast was pretty tight. I like that because it was decently accurate to
It's really accurate. That was pretty tight.
the Lion King one could have been better. It was alright, but it could have been better.
I'm not gonna lie, the Lion King remake that came out back in 2019, it was the exact same as the original, to be honest. They just cut some of the singing.
Pretty much, but I like it though for the accuracy and the fact that they still got James Earl Jones to be
Mufasa?
yes. You couldn't have did it with anybody else. God rest his soul, but yeah.
Off topic, but last year for Halloween, I dressed up as Darth Vader to honor James Earl Jones, just so you all know.
That's gangster. That's gangster, so yes. Dark side of the force, physically, not spiritually. Don't get it twisted.
I will say, one Disney live action remake that stood out to me was the live action Lilo and Stitch.
I love They made some money off of that.
Oh, yeah.
Me personally, it was one of the better remakes in the sense of them not copying the original scene by scene.
Yeah.
Gantu, they cut him from the movie, just so you all know.
I knew that.
So, because of that, they had to fill the role with someone else. Guess who they chose to make the main villain? Jumba. They made Jumba the main villain. And not only that, he also doesn't have his iconic Russian accent.
Hey, Jamburger Gabblers.
What? After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Just like that? Fine.
Fine? You're doing what he says.
He's very persuasive.
Persuasive?
Zach Galifianakis, he played live-action Jumba. He wasn't the right person for the role because he said in an interview that he's not really good at doing voices, even though he said that he told Disney to tell him what to do. I guess they just decided to remove the Russian accent because it was like controversy.
What?
Plus, you probably couldn't do it.
Well, sure. When it comes to certain movies and certain characters, a lot of people think that like if there's something really diverse and something that someone, if it like comes from a certain ethnic background of a character, they feel like you shouldn't. I hate using this term, but a lot of things that they do in movies nowadays are, once again, forgive the term, whitewashed.
Yeah.
And they feel like it goes against the cultural aspect of it, and it's offensive to them, to the American people. Right, yes, exactly.
They've been doing that a lot in movies.
It's like with the Mulan live action remake.
Yes.
I love that. They kept the girl who played the Sparrow chick from Forbidden Kingdom, that Jackie Chan movie. That was dope. The Mulan thing, they made it very adventurous. It was. But they kept it there. Now imagine what that would have been if they just threw some random Anglo-American woman in there. Like,
Yeah,
It's
like,
not that we're against people playing a
Like,
certain role like that, but it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
That's
that's like being in the theater, like, bruh.
That's like giving
Bruh.
white people white chicks.
Jumbo's original voice actor, David Ogden Stiers, he passed away back in 2018. He was American, but he did a good Russian accent. So they should have hired somebody like David Harbour. He could have used his Red Guardian voice to voice Jumbo. This is why you need to hire the right person for the right role.
Since I'm the oldest here, I want to hear from y'all first before I give my honest opinion. So I'm gonna let y'all take the reins on this because I come from a whole different generation of dating.
A lot of y'all be hoes.
She didn't mean y'all specifically. She's saying the people from y'all generation.
That is facts, straight up facts.
It's like why you in a relationship if you just don't cheat?
Exactly.
If you don't like the person or you break up with the person, it's simple. Like you be less hurt if you just leave the person.
You might like the money she's giving you.
Or like you just being with that person just to
You know what it is? It's because this day and age, and I'm not gonna lie, it started even before my generation. It's like the generation before me, like people in the late 70s, early 80s. So I was born in 85, so I'm mid 80s baby. So it's mainly because no one really values connection anymore. For a lot of people, they're so enamored in this hookup culture that the first thing they want to think is, well, let's hit first, so that then maybe we could see that if the sexual capability is there, then they think the mental and emotional, spiritual connection will fall into place. That's not always true, because you have someone that's a demon in the sack, but then you don't resonate with them emotionally, and they don't really get you mentally. Because if the mind can't click with you, then the heart can't follow along with that. That's why I always think that you should wait. But that's just me. Get to know people, date cordially, be a gentleman, act like a lady. It's really not that difficult. Save that physical connection for later, because you'll thank yourself in the long run. When it comes to real natural love, you cannot just use that term lightly. We're all too old to be just playing games, regardless of what generation you're from.
Me personally, I think what's wrong with dating in this generation, I'm not saying all people are, but I feel like when they dating someone that is like very entitled about everything they do, and they make their partner less of a loyal person they are, because like, yeah, I get what's right from wrong, but then again, when you know you're wrong, you take that as an advantage, make them look miserable.
Narcissism. Narcissism.
Yep. So that's why I was like, it's a lot of narcissism in relationships now these days.
Yes.
That's why people are breaking up and getting divorced.
Yeah.
Because of narcissism.
It mostly boils down to communication. Because you can talk to somebody about your differences and come to an agreement without you feeling that, oh, we're gonna argue. It doesn't have to be an argument. You can't think of you two trying to educate one another to get to know one another as an argument. That's foolish. When you love someone, when you date them, when you're engaged, and more importantly, when you're married, you give up the I's and the me's for the us. And that's what you have to realize in every relationship you have. Every decision that the both of you make, you have to think about the other person. That doesn't make you victim. That doesn't make you a bitch. That doesn't make you a slave. It makes you a grown-ass man and a grown-ass woman. End of story. You always have to think about the person that you love.